Whether you're a knife enthusiast looking to spread some holiday cheer, or you're looking to buy that knife nut on your Christmas list, the perfect gift, don't worry, we've got you covered with some of the best picks for 2025. Before we get into it, make sure you're signed up for our giveaways, huh? Link is in the description. This is the current one. Yeah? We'll wait. All right, we're done waiting. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, David C. Anderson here, coming at you from the KnifeCenter. Welcome to our 2025 Knife Gift Guide. We're going to break things down by prices this year. For the under $10 stuff, to start things out, I don't have anything on the table because it's all in this video right up here. We did just a couple of weeks ago. You can check that out for those under $10 stocking stuffers, etc. Now for stuff under $25. If you need just a good, inexpensive pocket knife this time of year, the Les George designed XCOM from Kershaw is a great pick. On sale right now for just under $20. You got a 3.6-inch blade with this dagger-like profile, solid stainless steel, G10 handles, and this very clear kind of tactically or military-inspired design. It can really appeal to that sort of individual in particular. But on top of that, it's just a solid working knife as well. Not to be missed, especially at 20 bucks. If you're looking for a solid fixed blade for the outdoors person on your list, the scout, the hunter, budding bushcrafter, check out a Mora knife. This is the companion model. It comes in just under $19 in stainless or carbon steel, and the price to performance ratio on Mora knives are simply unbeat across the industry. There's a reason why we like to pretend Mora stands for Mora over really anything, because it's so inexpensive yet so high quality, it's hard to go wrong. You got a Scandi grind, which is great for working wood. It's lightweight, makes it good for ultralight hiking type people. So you can, shed some ounces without shedding capability. The sheath itself is simple but durable, works in all kinds of weather and situations of weather. Really good option. This next Mora is a little bit over the $25 limit, I will admit, at about $37, but they're floating serrated knife. Great option for rafters, boaters, fishermen, that sort of thing, because the daggone thing floats if you happen to drop it in the drink. Very nice. Same sheath as before too. Next up, we got to talk about Swiss Army knives, right? I mean, the classic SD is probably the best-selling Victorinox Swiss Army knife because it is so small and so handy that you could stash it just about anywhere. These KnifeCenter exclusives have custom artwork from artist Leela Ray and come in about $24. And we've got about 15 different arts on the site right now. Of course, you could check out the standard classic series if you want to go with a more basic color. That's even a few dollars less. But the reason these things are so ubiquitous is you've got just the right set of tools. You got a small pen blade, you got a nail file with a small flathead screwdriver at the tip, a small but very capable pair of scissors, and the ever popular toothpick and tweezers in the handles. Throw one on your keychain right now for 24 bucks. Or, your giftee. All right, now we're gonna bump it up to the under $50 category. And I gotta show you the CJRB Maximal. Yes, it is my design, but it was designed to be a blanket knife recommendation that's gonna work for just about anyone. So if you know you need a pocket knife or you want to buy a pocket knife for you or that special someone this time of year, but you're kind of in over your head, there's so much stuff out there nowadays, this will work. And it's priced just under 50 bucks. You've got a spray form RPM 9 steel, a few different colors of handle. It's small enough to be very convenient, yet there's enough handle where you can really push it into bigger territory, even though it's a 3-inch blade, and you can take it just about anywhere where a knife is permissible. It works great for lefties or righties too, thanks to the crossbar lock and the ambidextrous or reversible pocket clip. And the action and fit and finish on these for the money is simply fantastic. Yeah, I may be a little bit biased, but hey, I designed it for exactly this purpose, so I kind of have to show it, right? You could also upgrade if you want. Coming in at about 70 bucks, this KnifeCenter exclusive version of the knife has upgraded SF2 blade steel, should offer you a little bit more performance than the RPM 9 of the base model, and full carbon fiber handles. much classier, but still has those same hard-working bones underneath the fancier face. How about a nice pen here? Another KnifeCenter exclusive, this red version. It's the holidays after all, red works well. The Mike Bond designed TI2 Techliner Super Shorty pen with a magnetic cap, which is just so much fun. So satisfying. It's just long enough to work well in that capped position, yet it is very compact. You got a pocket clip. The refill on this is a Schmidt Megaline, so it's widely compatible with a lot of aftermarket stuff. Feels great, looks great. Price on this is about $33. Next up, Leatherman, and you still can get a full-sized US-made Leatherman for under 50 bucks. It's not as nice as the higher-end stuff, but it's still super capable and has the same 25-year warranty as any of the Leatherman tools. This is the Rev on sale right now, marked down to 40 bucks or $39.95 in particular. Full-size pliers, wire cutters, needle nose, and standard grippers. You got a pocket clip for carrying it. Some inside tools, we'll just show them real quick. We've got a package opener, a nail file with small flathead, rulers on the back, can opener adjacent to those. On the other side, we have a bigger Phillips with a bit of a notch right here for stripping wires, and a two-dimensional Phillips driver as well. The main blade. And Phillips? Did I say flathead and Phillips is what I meant. Thank you, Thomas. And on the outside, we have got the blade. It's a two-hand opening liner locking knife. 420 HC steel, basic stuff, but very serviceable and very hardworking for a multi-tool in this price range. We'll use the next Leatherman to kind of bridge the gap into our next price bracket, and that is the Wingman, also on sale right now for 56 bucks. So we're getting into our under $100 segment of the show. Comes with a pocket clip, but for a limited time, actually, while our supplies last, we still have these with the sheath included for that price. Leatherman has recently announced that they're no longer going to be including sheaths with their multi-tools. So we bought as much as we could when they let us know that that was coming. So like I said, while supplies last, we've got some sheaths. I can't guarantee you will get one, but I'm just putting that out there. A couple nice upgrades over the Rev. The blade on the outside is one-hand opening, which is nice. You've also got a combo edge if that's your thing. You've also got a pair of scissors on the outside, a rather large and very capable set of scissors as well. On the inside, the pliers here are actually spring-loaded, which is quite nice. And then the tool set is pretty similar. You've got the flathead and Phillips on the one side, and the other same trio of tools on the other. Next up, a very blue-collar feeling folder. A few blue-collar feeling knives in a row, actually. The first is the Demco 8020.5. We've got these shark foot bladed versions marked down for the lowest price we've ever had them, just under $75 for these knives. You've got K110 steel, which is a name brand D2, and these two colors as mentioned. 3-inch blade, the shark lock. It feels great. It's very strong. It's easy to operate, whether you're just using your finger or whether you've got thick, heavier work gloves on. It works really well. Solid blade, powerful feeling blade. Even though this is a slim carrying knife, the bones are very strong, and that's where this knife really, really shines. Also for the same price, the recently released Razor Shark from Demco Knives, 75 bucks. This is a replaceable razor blade version of a shark locking knife. In this case, the Nano Shark is the platform underneath. It's still got that same great feel, but instead of having to sharpen your blade, you can just pop in a new one. And unlike some cheaper utility knife blade holders out there, this is as robust and as overbuilt feeling as the 20.5, even more so in fact, because you've got injection molded handles here as well, but they're thicker. The handle itself is a little bit chunkier and it just feels ready to work. T8 screw to change the blade comes with hardware baked or right there in the package. These are kind of small. What if you want to give to yourself or to someone else a larger knife this year? Another very hard-working knife, leans into the tactical realm for sure, but equally applicable to anything where you want just a robust pocket knife. The Steel Will Warbot on sale for 60 bucks. D2 steel, 3.5 inches long, chunky blade, washers in the pivot here for stability and cleanliness, glass breaker at the back, metal backspacer, and just a really robust feel in the hand. It inspires confidence when you grip it. Liner lock for safety, and the flipping action is buttery smooth every time. Check this out. For a big knife bargain, I don't think it gets any better than this from us right now. All right, let's bring the size back down just a little bit. Pocket fixed blades have certainly been enjoying a high wave these last couple of years, and I have one more of my designs to show you. This is the straight line EDC Digger, a small 3-finger handle knife offering you a full-size blade. So it's nice and compact in the pocket, and yet it carries, it carries really well because of that, but it also gives you a good full-size or thereabouts cutting experience. Just over 3 inches long, 14C 28N steel, so it's nice and tough, holds an edge pretty decently as well. The slicing geometry is great. You've got a lanyard fob here at the back for that pinky finger to grab onto and give you just a little bit more to grab onto after all. I think it's a cool knife shape for sure. The real claim to fame here though is the Smart Mag leather sheath. This is an in-pocket sheath. It's not designed for belt carry. The flap here is magnetic. Slip this into your pocket and the flap will hold it in place. And if you want to keep less handle sticking out when you're walking around, I've actually got 2 positions. So you can have it more of a deep carry in-pocket fixed blade. Very cool thing right there. And these are priced at 99 bucks right now. Next price bracket, everything under 200 bucks, from 1 to 200, and several things right around the $150 mark. And the first is the Kershaw Bel Air, which in my mind is absolutely the American-made knife to beat right now in terms of sheer value. Just over 3 inches on the blade, Magna Cut steel, which is hands down the most well-rounded stainless steel on the market right now. It just works well at just about any type of task you can imagine. There's tons of different options too. We got about 26 different ones on the site right now. I know that can be a little overwhelming, but honestly, just pick the color that stands out to you. You can't go wrong. They actually start about $143, $144. There's a few versions there. Most of them are around $150, including this new clip point version with a really nice set of aluminum handle scales here. I really like that color. You can also get the modified Wharncliffe shape, a little more utilitarian style of thing as opposed to a little more stylish slash traditional on the clip point here. This version with this blade actually is available with upgraded marbled carbon fiber handles. This bumps it up to about 200, but most of them are around that $150 range. Great fit and finish, tons of value. American-made bargain to beat right now, hands down. Next up, a balisong. Always a fun thing. Just, make sure the giftee is, not going to practice it around the dinner table before they get the hang of it. This could be a little, not necessarily the best thing. We're offering these at a really great price. The lowest we've ever had these as well, 150 bucks. Tons of different colors. The red, it's festive, so I went with red for the video. 154 cm steel, 4.5-inch blade with this kind of clip point style, aluminum handles here. Solid. This is the same company that is behind the BRS or Blade Runner Systems Ballies, which are highly, highly regarded. You're getting the same level of quality right here at a really, really great price. All right, we're going to jump up to just under 200 bucks now for this. It's a Boker knife designed by Brad Zinker, who does this type of elegant shape and design really well. This is the Urban Barlow, our KnifeCenter exclusive with K390 steel. It's not a stainless, but if you are after really, really high edge retention, this is about as good as it gets until you get into like the super, super exotic stuff. This is everyday livable, everyday manageable, but offers a, about to say a bad word, a lot of edge retention. Nice paddle style titanium clip right here, strong frame lock for security, a top style flipper, as well as having a blade cut out there for, you can do thumb opening, but it's maybe more of a two-hand opening or a nod to the two-hand opening style. Fantastic knife. We still have some quantities of these available, and these are marked down as well from our original price, which used to be 320 bucks. We're letting them go for just under 200 right now. Also marked down, we don't have any like full-on titanium frame lock flippers on the table until just now. This is the We Knife Company Starhawk. We Knife has been crushing it for the last few years with their stuff in this price range. They offer a world-class level of build quality and fit and finish for less than you might think, especially right now. This used to be 245 bucks. We've got this and several other versions of it marked down to just under 150. 2.8-inch blade, CPM 20 CV blade steel, a stainless with very good edge retention. You've got a very nice titanium frame with the frame lock and really crisp flipping action no matter which version you choose. Feels high-end, feels high-tech, great size for everyday carry no matter who you give it to. All right, next price here is just anything over 200. I got two things in particular to talk about. The Benchmade 940, designed by Warren Osborne, a classic in Benchmade's lineup. It carries slim, yet is quite durable overall. Aluminum handles, recently upgraded to this orange color, this kind of burnt orange color, and Magna Cut steel over the original steel versions here. 3.4 inches on the blade. You can also get a sub 3-inch mini version. You can also get this large version in an automatic switchblade variant, if that sounds like a good thing to you. The blade itself carries a decent amount of thickness out towards the tip. If you're looking for like scalpel-like precision in the cutting, this isn't going to offer that, but it is something that is going to stand up to the rigors of harder, indiscriminate use pretty darn well, while looking classy and while taking up very little room in the pocket. Very few knives manage to kind of pull off that combination of things quite like the 940, which is why it is still an icon all these years later. And last but not least, the Chris Reeve Sebenza. Considered a grail knife by many, KnifeCenter is happy to have one of the largest, if not the largest, inventory of in-stock Chris Reeve knives on the internet right now. I think so because everyone's stock changes from day to day, but we've got a ton of options on the shelf ready to go. These are just three. You can get them in large or small. I've got the small drop point right here. You can get drop point, tanto, or sheep's foot, which they call Insingo blade shapes. You can get it without inlays or with inlays. I'm particularly really happy with this small version right here. Macassar ebony wood for the inlay, Magna Cut steel across the board on these, although there are some Damascus options available for an upgrade. Performance-wise though, the Magna Cut is going to offer better performance than the Damascus bladed versions. Those Damascus ones are there for looks. They're still decent. Like, they still offer fine performance, just not quite to the same caliber overall. This one right here, fantastic gentleman's knife configuration for the small. We've also got some of our KnifeCenter exclusives with green micarta inlays, double thumb studs or thumb lugs here. That's something that not most Sebenzas don't have. They only have the single-sided, as you can see right here. But these came out really, really nice. The tolerances and fit and finish on a Chris Reeve knife, if you haven't experienced it before, there's a reason they're still held up as sort of a benchmark of what's possible with modern engineering and manufacturing techniques. It is so dialed in that you kind of just have to experience it, quite honestly. And whoever gets this knife this time of year will certainly experience it. Even if it's just the quote-unquote plain Jane models in sandblasted or glass blasted finishes, these are hard workers, no matter how fancied up they can get. Check them all out at the site below, at the links. That's all we've got to show you for today. Hopefully we're able to maintain stock of these throughout the holidays, but that's part of why I picked what I did to make sure this is going to be a good video for you folks over the next coming weeks. If you want to get your hands on any of these knives, check out the links in the description, which will take you to KnifeCenter.com. And don't forget about our long-running Knife Rewards program or our payment plan options at checkout if you want to break things up into some more manageable chunks. I'm David C. Anderson from the KnifeCenter. That was Thomas behind the camera, helping me out when I really needed it most. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Happy holidays too, I guess. Yeah, let's go with that.